What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Oh, show, we live. I'm Javon Based the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballard.
All right, so just in case you forgot, every Monday, right here, we in frame.
Okay.
Yeah, we in frame, But yeah, we right here in frame, right there. Sorry, yeah. So we got 3 cameras going on, y'all. So depending on where you're watching it, you'll see us. But anyway, we like to thank everybody for tuning in. It's another great Monday. We the champions, Ohio State University football team.
OHIO.
I told y'all when we entered the playoffs, we was gonna win it all, man. I told y'all, man.
Yeah, we believe that.
I told y'all.
Said, well, Will Howard was going to take us to the promised land.
I said, don't worry about it. You sounded kind of frantic at one point.
That we weren't going to win the national championship.
Because you felt like Oregon was gonna beat us, and I told you.
At one point,
I was like,
I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah, because of the Michigan loss. Yeah. But I said the players are gonna play for themselves.
I already told you before that Michigan loss.
Remember, I told you. I said the players are gonna play for themselves.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna play for Dave for real. They're gonna play for themselves. And then once they got Oregon out the way, the other competition was gone, in my opinion.
True, it cemented itself there.
Yeah, for sure. So how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was good.
It was good. What you get into?
Watching the playoffs and just chill and relax. Yep.
Chilling, relaxing. Yeah.
Waiting for that weather to thaw out, which it did. That was good. We didn't freeze all weekend.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I watched a few games, handled some business, and went from there. I mean,
I watched some college basketball on a Saturday.
Okay.
Because you would see some of the up and coming phenoms and saw some people. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, well, let's get into the first conversation at hand. Like I said, once again, it's the Against All Odds Sports Radio Show. We live, rocking every Monday. If y'all don't know, y'all can catch us on YouTube. You can go to JB Legacy Films at JB Legacy Films to check us out on there. Let's talk about the Cavs. No, I'm sorry. Let's talk about Ohio State. So Ohio State just lost their defensive coordinator to Michigan. I'm just playing. It's Penn State.
Yeah, it's Penn State. Yeah.
But no, they just
a rival, so about the same.
Yeah.
Not as deep as Michigan would be.
He's supposed to be the highest paid defensive coordinator in college.
Yeah, that's interesting. But why couldn't Ohio State can match that? Why didn't they match it?
Maybe they got somebody else.
I guess so.
And then also 2 players that's on the brink of the player transport toll or the portal. Yeah, or the portal. They was talking about our phenom, number 4 Smith, who's offered close to $5 million in NIL money. So, do you think he stayed with O State, or do you think he's going for the cash bag?
The O State can match that cash bag. So they if anybody gonna match that cash bag,
I mean, they'd be idiots not
to. They'd be idiots not to. Because he's probably looking at, well, how much did they pay? What's his name? Who's with Arizona? What's his name? Harrison. That's right. So it's like, okay, you paid Harrison this, y'all can pay me this. I'm not as good as Harrison, but
right,
so like, okay, we'll pay you that. So I don't know what he's making in NIL. I know he ain't making no $20 million like Harrison.
Oh yeah, the NILs are off the chain now. Especially football is probably the best because you're guaranteed your NIL money. When you get into the league, you only guarantee your guarantee money. That's it.
Yeah.
So if you're a quarterback, you might get 100% guaranteed because that's the way it's been looking for QBs. Running backs not pretty much the same, but I see like running backs now are getting like about 70% of their dollars. So that's pretty good compared to 50% and 40% of what they was actually getting. Because I know they was getting a signing bonus and then they was getting incentives.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's pretty good. But anyway, so what do you think about O State next season?
I gotta know who the quarterback's gonna be because I think they said Brown is transferring. I didn't care about him anyway, and they supposedly got a nice kid who's in camp now. But I don't know. We need a quarterback. So
we'll be a top school.
Who's depending what this quarterback is and what he does. That's going to determine, because you need a playmaking quarterback, because that's what Will Howard could do. He can make plays with his feet when he needed to, and that was the difference. Because that McCord, he could throw all day long, but he would not make plays with his feet, and that's why they got rid of McCord. So I want to see what this quarterback going to be. Other than that, Ohio State should be in the top 5 again.
Yeah, they're gonna grab a quarterback. They're gonna grab some more weapons along the way. So I think they'll be back in the playoffs for sure. I don't know. I don't know about championship just yet. Like you said, we got to see what the QB look like, but they will be back in the playoffs. This is Ohio State.
I mean, we got a little taste of offensively, so we know Ohio, the state of Ohio is full of backs itself. So whether they get somebody here or they'll go to Texas or whatever to get their running backs from, they're going to get a back. And he's probably already there anyway. We just didn't see him because we had Junkins. And
he's entering the draft too.
Yeah, he's in the draft. So normally we see more backs than that, but we saw the plethora of wide receivers that we got and tight ends there is. So Tate looks good, and with Jeremiah Smith coming back, so you're gonna have a 1-2 punch as Jigba's leaving.
But who don't want to come to a primetime school?
Well, who ain't gonna come? That's on TV. Everybody's gonna come.
That's on TV, and a champion.
Everybody's gonna come.
And a champion. Who do not want to play for a champion?
Well, we're looking like we saw Alabama do dominate, or we saw Georgia dominate, Clemson dominate. I think we may be seeing an area where Ohio State is going to be in running to dominate, especially in this 12-team playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whether Ohio State beats Michigan or not, Ohio State will be in the 12-team playoffs every year, pretty much.
No doubt.
Unless they just outright stink, which we ain't seen since the early 90s, I guess.
We'll see. All right. Well, let's move to the Cavs. 3-game slide. Started off with the Rockets going to Philly and taking a loss with no starters.
Back to the Rockets.
Then lose again to the Rockets at home. So, is this a panic mode, or is this just we need to retool and get another trade going?
You the one that said, "Oh, don't worry. Now we on a 3-game slide." I think it's a panic mode. I don't think pandemonium, but I think we got to take a look at what's going on.
I think you have to definitely open the textbook up and circle the errors.
We got to take a look. Now, the only thing, the positive is we lost twice to one of the hottest teams in the NBA, which is the Rockets.
Right.
But
you shouldn't have lost to the Philly.
Should have lost to Philly. I think we just got snuck on that one. But we missed free throws.
Yeah.
We should have, like we were talking about. How does Garland miss over 50% of his free throws?
3 out of 8, I think it was.
Yeah, 3 out. You make 3. I don't care how damn tired you are.
Nah.
You should be able to make. If you're an NBA player shooting 80-something%, nearly 90%.
And you've been torching this year.
Yeah. So you should be at 50. But you shouldn't admit, and you should have ice in your veins when you don't miss clutch free throws. So,
do you think it's too boredom that it's so many games and they just want to hurry up and get to the playoffs?
That was your theory. I don't know. To me, I think they get tired and they got to be get remotivated, because I think that spirit of JB Bickerstaff. Players are trying to creep back up in there, especially with the injuries now. And so,
well, now it's time for the coach.
The coach got to intervene now, and he's got to get them motivated to get them back.
Donovan has to start playing.
He's got to get Donovan ignite and go and get. I need you, Donovan, now, and send the offense around Donovan possibly.
See, the key behind Donovan Mitchell, it ain't too much the season. It's the playoffs. He disappears in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's been disappearing since the Utah days.
Yeah.
So now Donovan has to figure a way to keep the switch on in the playoffs.
To keep the switch on. But you know what? Ty Jerome had 33. And also, If we hit the free throws, it's a dumb deal.
But that's great that he had 33. That means, but this is what that means. We can't have an off night by those stars.
No.
By the starters.
No.
Can't have an off night.
Can't have an off night. Not if you.
One starter can.
Elite,
but not all the starters.
Elite teams do not have off nights.
Nah. It's like this though. All the starters can't have an off night.
Right.
One
starter.
One, maybe two.
I mean, you got a big four, so you maybe one.
Yeah. One can have an off night.
One can have an off night.
We've seen that already.
Yeah.
When Mitchell was when they played the first game with OKC,
yeah,
Mitchell only had 12 points.
Yeah, he really scored.
But everybody else
did.
So that was cool. But you can't have four guys that start and not have a good game.
No, you got a problem if your big four ain't gonna do nothing. You know, but the biggest thing, the Cavs are slacking on their defense. Cavs are a defensive team.
They're messing up on their defensive assignments.
They're not playing defense, and that's what I'm saying. They're not coming out excited, and they're not coming out with energy. And
the two 7-footers was definitely the reason why they had a great defense. But now Mobley's back. They should get back on track. That's what that defense was predicated
we expect
upon.
them to get back on track after that.
Rockets lost the first one.
They
only lost by 1 point.
Right.
They only lost by 1 point.
Yeah, and then they didn't get. They let Philly slip by them because Philly had no starters.
Man.
So I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself on that one. You're all number one drafts, and you let guys from the G League come and beat you.
But the good thing is Boston is losing too. Boston is having off games. They just lost to the Lakers. They don't look as good as they did last season. That's the key to the East for us.
Let's be honest with Boston. Boston got lucky with all the teams that got injured because Boston really is not that great.
But they're the champions. But that's what I'm saying. So we have to beat the champions.
Got to beat the champions.
So the good thing is that they're having a bad series of games too. But we should have took advantage of that.
Yeah.
So with us losing and they losing, it just breaks even.
But
we don't want to break even. We want to be first in the East.
We need to be showing the East that we are not the same soft team as last year. We can play physical, and we're not going to do.
We're not inconsistent.
So and you're not going to come in here and bully us, and we're not going to fight back. And you're just going to do what you want and punch us in the mouth. And we're going to say, "Oh, I got punched in the mouth." Oh, we need to go punch people back in the mouth or punch people back in the gut. We need. We already said we need an enforcer. I mean, if Tristan's that, we need another one. Go back to the days of the Bruce Brothers and the Pistons. They had two enforcers.
Oh yeah.
So let's get another enforcer player and let these teams know you're not gonna come in here and push us around because as we know, Mobley and Jared Allen, they're not enforcers.
They're not, but we see them have enforcement moments.
They have enforcement moments, but if they're not going to be enforcers, then we need to get enforcers for them.
But that's the reason why I said our defense was better because they were enforcing the middle. Yeah. You couldn't do anything with those two plugged in right there.
Nothing plugged in there.
So that's why I said I felt like they were playing better off defensively.
They were until this stretch.
Right.
But like I said, we need defensive. The enforcers, they ain't out there to score. They out there to bully.
Right.
And let people know that you gonna get hit and you're gonna deal with us if you try to come knock our players out.
Right.
Because you're not gonna be throwing Allen around and Mobley around. You do that, we're gonna bring our enforcers in and we're gonna hit your players. But the Cavs don't have that.
Yeah, they don't.
Tristan is one. You need to get somebody else to add on to Tristan.
You're right. You're right about that. That's big. But that's what's missing is the health of Mobley. Because when you got Allen and Mobley together right there, it's hard to score on those guys. And then they can play on the perimeter too with guards.
Yeah.
So that's what makes them dangerous as defenders.
Well, Mobley's playing tonight. We got Allen playing tonight, so we're gonna see if.
Just get back to the toughness.
Can't be 100% healthy, but that's where you got to be tough. Fight through those little nagging
injuries,
aches and pains.
Yeah, for sure. Well, are we done talking about the Cavs? Anything else we need to talk about as far as it? Well, one more thing before we
got positive. They looking like we might have 3 All-Star players, so we don't know.
I don't like the way the All-Star break this year is going.
Pickup game.
It just is terrible, man.
Yeah.
The NBA just need to hire new marketing campaign people because the NFL is doing it. The NFL knows how to market. Let's keep it real. The NFL, Sunday games, Monday games, Thursday games, Friday games, Saturday games. That's 5 days a week. At one point in the season, they go on 5 days a week.
Yeah.
That's late in the season. They be on 5 days a week late in the season.
Yeah.
Giving the NBA only 2 days to have something to say. That's a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
So what? I mean, how much more can you do if these guys don't really want to play? I mean, maybe you make it 3-on-3.
Or I heard this.
4-on-4.
I heard.
Half court. What are you gonna do?
You talking as far as the All-Star game?
As far as the All-Star game, man, that's gonna make an industry.
I don't know what. I can't tell you, man. It's like this, Bruce. You got the NBA Cup. The winner takes. They get $500,000.
That's a waste.
I'm saying they get $5.
Yeah.
Why just leave the cup alone? Give somebody $500,000 to win the slam dunk competition.
Yeah.
And then I think you'll see a better draw because somebody will want to win that $500,000.
But you ain't gonna see the big time players.
You might
because they don't need the $5,000.
You're right.
They don't need that.
They don't.
They already getting paid for that. Maybe the little guys. They ain't got the big that ain't nobody here. But who wants to see the 12 man on the bench, 11 man on the bench?
But what happened to
the game?
But what happened to the love though?
I think it's
Vince Carter.
It's too much.
Michael Jordan.
It's too much TV exposure.
I'm just saying.
That's the problem.
Those guys didn't care about the money. They cared about the accolades. They care about the trophy.
They didn't care about the money.
They care about the trophies. They care about the accessories.
Well, I think they grew up. Their generation watched the guys who cared about basketball, whereas this generation is watching the guys who are business and they care about the money, the business aspect, the money.
You're right.
So I mean, it's a whole new different thing. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why the All-Star game and the All-Star activities and festivities are not the same.
Now, if you're going to cater to the kids, market to the kids, guess what? The kids don't give a flip. They don't care 100 points is scored by one 150, 170 points.
They like that kind of stuff.
They like that kind of stuff. They don't care.
That's video game stuff.
They don't care they see the same old dunks because they ain't seen these dunks over again. They ain't lived long enough.
Yeah.
It's the adults got older, man. I done seen all them dunks. Oh, give us something new and we want the older. The kids don't know nothing about no old format of debate.
Well, they need to listen.
All-Star games.
They need to go ahead and sit down and really think about how to make this better. I don't know what you got to do, but sit down and talk to the players. Talk to the players and figure out what can make the slam dunk competition better. How can we get you in the slam dunk competition? That's the question.
Well, what more are you gonna do with the slam dunk? I mean, what dunks are they gonna do now?
What I'm saying is.
But
what I'm saying is, you got the superstars participating, so they might watch it.
They might.
You got these no-name people like,
nobody watching the no-names.
Yeah. Exactly, but what I'm saying, what are you going to do to get those superstars? Because people might want to watch Donovan Mitchell in a slam dunk. They might want to watch Giannis. They might want to watch somebody else like that. But I'm just saying, it's a bigger draw because they're bigger names.
Yeah.
Nobody know this same Caucasian white guy that keeps being in the slam dunk. Who cares about him?
Yeah,
I'm just being real. He plays for what team? A D-League team.
Well, they brought in the G League. Yeah, like he played in the G League last year, right?
Yeah, D-League. Yeah,
G League.
Yeah, G League.
Yeah, he was
But the problem is
two-way player that nobody hardly seen.
The problem is he's not in the NBA.
Right. He wins the dunk and he ain't in the NBA. Yeah. So that's a two-way player. Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. So we have to figure out, not we, but the NBA has to figure out how we make these competitions.
Well, unless you're making an AN1 game, because I mean, N1's out of style, but maybe N1. So I mean, you make it N1 all-star type of game where they can do all kind of tricks and.
I don't know, Bruce, man. I just think it's a done data.
Yeah, it's kind of.
The NFL knows it was a done data too with the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that's why
they stopped tackling. It's like we might as well play flag football.
Yeah, they started might as well play flag football. The kids like the flag football.
But that's coming to the Olympics too. So now they got a way to market it.
Yeah, there you go. And the girls are starting to play.
Yeah, but I'm saying now it has a market now. So the next Olympics, they're gonna have flag football there. So we'll see, man.
Well, I mean, what more? Like I said, what more can you do to basketball other than raise the rim?
Man, I heard about the 4-point line coming.
They already. I mean, okay, so they'll just shoot from the 4 instead of the 3. And it'll be further more rebounds and until they figure that out, and then they'll get that. But I mean, like I said, the
3-point line came in 1980, right?
Yeah.
So just think about this. People were just shooting anywhere. They didn't want to shoot far away because it was
nobody when the 3-point line came out, nobody was really using it because the whole game was based on the
it was only used when you down in the game
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you down by 1 point or 2 points, you shoot the 3 to try to win the game.
That's what they did.
Yeah, you didn't try to shoot the 3 consistently
all day long.
Yeah, that was just to catch up.
So now maybe do you turn it on and say, okay, in the All-Star game, there is no threes until 2 minutes left in the game.
Possibly.
Something like that. You got to change it around. Or you can't shoot that 4-point shot until you get to shoot the 4-point shot 2 minutes at the end of each quarter.
Yeah, but then everybody range ain't that though.
No, everybody range ain't that, but guys are shooting.
I mean, they're doing it.
Guys shooting threes that shouldn't be shooting threes now.
But I'm saying now you put the 4-pointer in. Now they're gonna skip the 3-point line. They're gonna move to the 4-point.
That last.
You already know what's about to happen. The same thing that happened with the 2-pointer. They went to the 3-point, step back. Now they're shooting a 4-pointer.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know what can you do. The NBA is just all screwed. Let's move on.
I guess we're gonna wait till robots come in.
Let's just move on, man.
They program the robots to be programmed as former NBA players. And that's Space Jam.
Let's talk Super Bowl. So you got the Philadelphia Eagles. They beat Washington, which Bruce took the Eagles. I said Washington was going to win. I missed on 2 picks in the playoffs.
Papa John's.
I missed on 2 picks in the playoffs. I missed 2 picks in the playoffs. I missed 2 picks.
Yeah, you weren't too good on.
I mean, I did good overall
this week. You weren't too good.
I did good overall.
Well, when it counted, you had multiple teams. You came through on that stage, but
I missed on 2 teams, which was Washington that last game.
But I give you credit because you went out on a limb. You didn't want to go with the favorite. You went out on a limb and
yeah, I did.
Even though you knew in your heart that it really wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Philly definitely could have won the game, no doubt.
So I'll give you credit for going with the underdog. Yeah.
And I missed on something in the beginning. What was the beginning game I missed on? I can't remember.
2 weeks ago, I mean.
Yeah, I can't remember what team it was.
Was that the Tampa game?
No, I told you Washington was going to beat them.
Oh, yeah. Was it Minnesota?
Remember I told you the Rams was going to beat that team.
Yeah.
You went with Minnesota.
Oh, it was the Packers.
Was it
the Packers?
No, you went with the Packers.
I went the Packers.
Yeah,
the Packers.
I said, no, the Packers are going to lose. It was one of those. I can't think what game it was.
I think it was one of the AFC.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, NFC games.
I know you went with the Packers. They didn't win.
Yeah, Packers didn't win.
We'll figure out later. But anyway, you got the Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now I got one thing to say for real, y'all. And I'm not saying that the Chiefs win every time and deserve to win and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. Everybody who wins, people hate on them. Just go back. For real. Anybody who's anybody who's a champion, they're gonna be categorized as a villain. It's just something about people don't want to see you win.
No, people don't want to see you win.
They don't, like, for example, Jordan. I'm giving you an example. Jordan. I don't want to see Jordan win. But But he was great though. That's why you didn't want to see him.
I love Jordan.
Exactly. But I'm saying people hate.
Except when he played the Cavs, but then we were like, oh crap.
I mean, I already knew what it was. Yeah, I didn't root for the Bulls. I did like Jordan. I rooted for Jordan.
It was like, oh, are we already finally gonna stop Jordan?
No.
No.
Let's be realistic.
Jordan was just phenomenal.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, people they hate greatness.
But you know what? Everybody loved the Doc though. Everybody loved the Doc. People didn't. Yeah,
because it was a little different.
Well, I mean, we ain't get to see the Doc every day.
Yeah.
Or every week, like now you get to see these guys almost every day. And like even Jordan, you didn't see Jordan every day.
Didn't they hate Golden State, right? They hated Golden State at one point,
Golden State,
right? Because they were winning, right?
Yep.
But this the crazy thing.
They hated the Cavs, even though they weren't winning the title.
Listen to this, Bruce. Listen to this. This is the crazy part. When you lose, they on your back hard when you're losing. But when you win it, they still on your back.
Still on your back. You can't win or lose.
Yeah. So guess what, though? I'd rather be a winner. Go ahead.
If you're gonna be on my back, I want to win. I'll carry you on my back winning. Yeah.
But that's the thing, though.
That's crazy. Yeah.
If you great, they always gonna hate.
They always gonna hate you.
That's right. It's the speculation. If you great at something, people gonna find something to hate on you.
Hate the boss to be the boss.
I hate them. They own all the commercials. Yeah, they own all this. They doing because they great. That's why.
Because they great.
If they were sorry, they wouldn't be on the commercials, right?
No.
Jordan couldn't sell shoes if he was sorry.
When Baker Mayfield was sorry, they took him off the commercials.
Who?
Baker Mayfield. Remember?
Who's that?
Remember when he had all them commercials?
Who's Baker Mayfield?
He had all them commercials after his rookie year.
Oh man,
he was funny. Sorry, and then they took all his commercials.
Yeah,
he might be back.
Guess what? I knew what it was. You knew what it was.
Yeah, well, we'll get off of Baker. But yeah.
He wasn't even great, so
no, it
wasn't even nothing to hate on him about. He definitely wasn't great. I'm sorry, Baker fans out there. I'm sorry, but he was not great at all. Not even a tinge. But
yeah, but Mahomes is great, and I mean, if you watched him,
Mahomes is the greatest thing playing right now.
If you watched him on TV this weekend, he was just like awed.
But you hated him because he's doing greatness on the field. Like,
I mean, the crazy part you get to watch. Right now, we're watching
history in the making.
A great player in his youth.
And could we say he's not even in his prime yet?
Right, he's not even in his prime. He's not even 30.
Exactly.
You really I don't know. I guess we saw Tom Brady.
And we cannot compare this.
Tom Brady
and we can't compare this to LeBron and Jordan. This is no comparison.
No. Well, LeBron and Jordan weren't great in their youth.
But no, what I'm saying is people are like, oh, well, he gonna be like LeBron. No, that's not the same comparison. Because I'm gonna tell you, Patrick Mahomes, he started off great.
He started off great, yeah.
Yeah, he started off
great.
And he had a coach to help him get to the greatness.
They set him out a year.
Exactly.
So he didn't even get to come off the college running.
Listening.
He had to sit, listen, watch.
Exactly. Learn the game, get the fundamentals.
And that gave Reed time to develop his offense around him when he put him in the play.
Oh, he need receivers. No, he don't, because he just won without receivers.
He won 2 years in a row without receivers.
So there's
these guys could even Worthy coming out of college in Texas was said to have speed, horrible hands, right? And this guy looks good.
It is what it is, and let's be real too. I mean, Allen is a great player. Nothing to take away from him. He's a great player, but he don't have the Mahomes hardware. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, another good player. They don't have the hardware to say that these guys are great.
That's the thing. Mahomes steps up when he has to, and Mahomes plays Mahomes ball all the time.
It's the decision making.
He's Mahomes all the time.
Right. But I'm saying his decision making is immaculate.
It's immaculate, right? It's immaculate.
He's not thinking about, should I be good
today? Should I run? Should I pass?
Exactly. Right? He's going with the flow of the game.
With the flow. As soon as they back off, Mahomes.
I'm not Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna throw the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the ball when they give me the opportunity.
And
that's what he's saying.
He takes what they give him.
Exactly.
He has no flaws.
Exactly. So real quick,
and he can do it all.
So real quick, man, I'm gonna ask you this question because I was debating with somebody about this, and I hate to mention these guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and mention it. So we was talking about the Lamar Jackson Andrews play, the end of the game.
You know, I'm a Lamar fan, so we'll see his bias.
Okay, so you seen the play, right?
Yeah.
Threw it to Andrews.
Yeah.
Let's rewind it all the way back.
Okay.
If you Lamar and your coordinator call that play, when you audible all day, you can run the ball.
I'm gonna run the ball at Derrick Henry all day.
And you got yourself.
And myself.
So why would I sacrifice not knowing the unknown about Andrews? Because he dropped the pass earlier.
Yeah.
He fumbled the ball earlier. So his mind state might not be the same right now.
Right.
Or I'm gonna be in Mahomes mode and put the ball in my hands and know if I fail, it's gonna be up to me to fail.
Right.
Nobody else.
But we saw the same thing with Josh Allen at the goal line. Remember, they threw it 3 times.
Yeah.
Instead of running, he didn't even run.
Shout out to Josh Allen, though, man. Shout out to Josh Allen, man. That one play, the tight end dropped the ball, man.
The tight end
he threw that right on.
He wasn't even supposed to catch it. You wouldn't expect. You wouldn't even know he was in the crowd.
I'm just saying that was a hell of a throw.
Yeah, that was a hell of a attempt, but
it was right there.
I think he used poor technique because he did like that rather than like this.
I don't know what kind of technique he used. I just know that ball was right there.
I don't know. He dropped the ball.
All I know is he was getting sacked and he threw the ball perfect.
But he had people all around him, so maybe he couldn't even see it. So, but give him hell of an effort to try, man.
That was hell of a play.
And he got the ball in there. Yeah,
he did. He gave him a chance to win, and I don't know.
But you know what? I mean, he played pretty well. He was under duress all game. So he played well.
He made some good throws,
man. Some good throws. Come on now. Plays he did.
He made some hella fly throws, man, on point.
But look at Mahomes. Mahomes
answered the call.
Ran and passed the ball.
He answered the call.
And so Allen barely ran. Allen didn't play Josh Allen ball. Just like Lamar didn't. They didn't play Lamar ball.
But that's why they come up short every time. Yeah. So let's get to the Super Bowl. And I told you this earlier. If Saquon Barkley don't run this ball, the Philadelphia Eagles will lose the Super Bowl. I repeat, if Saquon Barkley do not run the football, the Philadelphia Eagles will guarantee lose the Super Bowl.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference whether he runs the football or not.
It will make a difference.
Chiefs defense is pretty solid. And even if they try to run, I think they'll shut down the run. But if they don't, run the ball, they won't be in the game. Let's put it that way.
They won't have a chance to win. No, they won't have a chance to win.
No, they gotta run.
They can steal it. They can steal the game. Literally, they can steal the game if they run the ball successfully.
Yeah, they're gonna to beat the Chiefs. They're gonna have to run the ball successfully.
There we go.
Which will open up their pass.
Yep, and then they can kill them.
Right. So I think that's the big thing there is that they cannot deviate from the run. They're gonna have to stick to the run. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I think the Chiefs defense is solid and they will shut down the run, and they will shut down Philly in the end. But I think, as I told you, I think it's gonna be a shootout. We saw it before when they went down to the last play. Mahomes driving down the field to beat Philly.
But why give Mahomes time? Time is your worst enemy.
With Saquon Barkley, they can run the ball and try to, but Saquon may bust a big run.
He could bust a big run. But like you said,
ball back to Mahomes.
But what we've been talking about the last few weeks is the Kansas City Chiefs. They messed around and gave Mahomes a defense.
Yeah,
that's the difference between Mahomes and all this.
For the first time in Mahomes' career, Kansas City has a defense.
They have a defense where they can stop the opponent.
Stop the opponent. Yeah.
They can stop an opponent from doing what they want to do.
Yeah. And
then Mahomes could just he don't have to do a lot. He don't have to keep throwing the ball consistently.
No, he don't need it. That's why they let Malik go, because they don't need it. They don't need him, Tyreek Hill. Thank you for that. They don't need Tyreek Hill because they don't need to have Mahomes throw for 4,000, 3,000 yards. They got a defense.
They got a running game. So my theory is this: who got the most? Who got the most Browns in their team? Who got the most Browns in their team gonna win the Super Bowl?
It's another year. We're looking at players that the Browns, quote unquote, say they couldn't play anymore, and they're on other teams helping them. So,
and if you look back in history, all the ex-Brown players always win the Super Bowl.
Always win the Super Bowl. That's right. I mean, we can go back 10 years.
Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie won.
Not saying that he had a significant play or plays in the Super Bowl,
but that team that Mike Pettin had, and all them defensive players. The next year, the Browns got rid of them, and Pettin gets fired, and all them guys on the playoffs and win.
That Browns offensive lineman got a ring with the Chiefs. Remember?
Yeah, he did. We had two. We had two Browns offensive linemen go to teams and help them get to the playoffs. What's the name? Yeah, the center was it
Mack.
Center?
Alex Mack.
Yeah, Alex Mack
He was in Atlanta.
Went to Atlanta, the Super Bowl, and what's the name? Played Jedrick. Not with Jedrick Wills.
I'm about to say
the one we got before Jedrick Wills. He went to Kansas City.
I said that.
Yeah,
and won.
That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and won.
Got a ring.
Got a ring. Quick.
Yeah.
So that just show you, man, right there.
But that's the question: is it that they didn't want to play hard when they got the Browns? And
they play hard.
They got a wake up call.
They play hard.
So they went to another team to prove that hey, I'm going to really play now because I ain't getting no second chance.
They play hard, man. Let's be realistic.
Well, some Browns players they ain't getting no second chances. They ain't even in the league, so it ain't always every Brown player.
Yeah.
Ain't always every Browns player.
But I know for a fact that, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, that Kansas City is. Let's get to the predictions. I got Kansas City winning it. I ain't gonna say how much they're gonna win by. We'll give you that prediction next week. But I got them winning the Super Bowl.
I got Kansas City too.
Not just because I'm jumping on the bandwagon, just because I've been saying it for the last 2-3 years.
You always say you can't beat Mahomes.
Yeah, I can't go against Mahomes.
Can't go against Mahomes like you can't go against Brady. So yeah, no,
until you can.
I learned that lesson with Brady. Yeah, I learned that lesson with Brady. Don't go against the GOAT.
Yeah, we always wanted to go against Brady every time.
Just think if we had put $100 on Kansas City to be in the Super Bowl, how much money we would have won?
Probably not too much, but you would have won something.
I think we won a nice piece of change.
But they expected to go. It's when you win money when you're not expected to go.
Well, I ain't saying great. I mean, who was unexpected this year?
Washington.
Yeah, Washington was.
You would have won big bucks if Washington would have went to the Super Bowl.
If you placed $10, I think you would have won a nice piece of change on that one.
Yeah, just them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they missed the Super Bowl, but going to AFC Championship, maybe.
That team made too many mistakes.
They were too young.
Too many turnovers.
They weren't. The coach wasn't prepared. Well, you said the coach.
I think he was prepared. He wasn't prepared for the turnovers.
His players weren't prepared. They were mouthing and just
jumping off sides like 20 times.
Discipline. Yeah, they didn't. I think he was nervous. They just didn't know how to handle the moment.
They did. They wanted to win. You can tell they wanted to win.
Jalen Daniels was ready. If he was with some guys, some veteran players.
McLaren came to play.
The other guys.
Eckler, I don't know if he came to play.
Eckler fumbled at the end.
That's what I said. He didn't do too well.
The other guy fumbled early, and then they had the dumb penalties.
The kickoff fumble.
They started the game that way. Yeah.
It just was downhill.
Yeah, we knew at that point it wasn't going to look good.
So we got two perennial defenses. We got the Eagles. We got Kansas City. We got two great offenses. We got Saquon. You got the GOAT. I'm going to say it, the GOAT. I'm going to give it to him.
And, you got two top 10 playmaking quarterbacks with the GOAT. The GOAT and then Jalen Hurts, who's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. So this is a good matchup.
Most definitely. This is a good match. I think some people mad at it because they really wanted to see Buffalo and the Lions. I'm just saying, people were mad at that.
Watch Buffalo
because they wanted to see something different. That's why.
Come on. They didn't want to see no Buffalo.
Yes, they did. Trust me. They don't want to see this Super Bowl. Because they it's the same thing. You gonna hear this all week long. It's the same thing. You tired of these two teams coming and going and going and coming and all that. But yeah, for me personally, I just want to see a good game. Yeah, it ain't my team.
You want to see Matthew? If you're anything, you would like to send Allen, but Jared Goff, come on. Jared Goff.
I mean, the only thrill about that Super Bowl would be you have a new champion.
Yeah.
And neither one has never won a Super Bowl.
Now, if it had been, what we talking about? Buffalo and the Commanders, I think people would have watched that one because Jalen Daniels has watched TV.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. That would have got high rating.
Speaking of Daniels, and I mentioned this to you yesterday, if Jackson had his accuracy, he'll be better than Daniels.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah, he would.
I like Daniels is not better than Lamar. We already talked about this. I mean, he had a good year, but Daniels hasn't earned his stripes yet.
Nah,
but if he keeps it up,
that accuracy is
I mean, if Daniels keeps this up, he's Hall of Famer, whether he goes to Super Bowl or not.
Right.
I mean, but Lamar, I already told you, Lamar is accurate. He just don't throw enough, and if he's going to become a passer,
accurate. He throw a ball good enough.
Give Lamar credit. I mean,
he's not accurate.
He still ain't got a. He's
name.
This was the best year of his receivers.
Okay, but listen. Listen to this. Name 5 passes that wowed you that Lamar threw. Like, wow, look at that pass. Never.
We ain't saying he's.
That's accuracy.
He has arm talent.
But that's what I'm saying when I say accuracy.
Accurate.
I'm talking about throwing in between the safety and the cornerback. I'm talking about.
Right, no, I'm not. No.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. Accurate.
No.
Yeah, that's what we.
Accurate to me means if you're open, he can hit you. He's gonna hit you.
That's not accurate though.
That's accurate.
No, it ain't. That's just.
What does accurate term mean other than? So you talking about he can throw it on a dime?
Yeah, that's accuracy.
No.
That's accuracy
to you. No, that's different. Accuracy means he'll hit you.
That's why he don't win because he has to make that throw.
So that's like arm talent. No, he don't.
That's the Mahomes. That's the Allen. That's the Burrows. That's
Burrow. I mean, that's Burrow and Mahomes. That ain't Allen. Allen just started developing in that.
Allen, did you just see that last game?
I said he just started developing that. That ain't Allen. He didn't come out of college with that. Lamar was a better arm talent than Allen coming out of college.
We're talking about NFL.
Well, he's developed that. He's been throwing the rock. Lamar's still running the ball and on the receivers. So now he got receivers. You're gonna see him throw the ball. And so what he do?
We see him throw the ball. That's exactly what he's doing. Throwing the ball.
He led the NFL in passing this year, didn't he?
I mean, if I throw the ball like
now you're gonna take
5-10 yards. Yeah.
He led the NFL in passing this year, so he was the best passer. You got to give him credit to that.
I'm giving him credit.
Yeah,
that's like Stefanski got Coach of the Year.
We ain't talking about Stefanski.
I mean,
come on.
I'm just saying, but
come on,
man. But be real though.
So all right, so
just because listen, so
Coach of the Year, bad year. Coach of the Year, bad year.
Okay, so
or bad year, Coach of the Year.
So Lamar got the most passing yards.
Lamar wins every year.
Listen, so Lamar got the most passing yards. Do they make him better than Mahomes?
No.
Okay, then that doesn't mean anything.
We're saying, but that makes him better than some other quarterbacks.
Then what quarterbacks?
I can't say better than Allen because he went further. Now
he ain't better than Burrow.
No, he's not. Well, yeah, he was better than Burrow this year because he outdueled Burrow this year, and he had a better record than Burrow. You got to give him credit for that. He was better.
We're not talking about record. You talking about
he was better than Burrow.
We talking about arm for arm.
Burrow at the end of the year, if Burrow had started the year,
if Burrow had a defense, man, he's throwing.
Now you add a different equation to this conversation. If he did well. He had a good passing year. He could throw the rock.
Right. He's more accurate than Lamar.
He's
better than Lamar arm-wise. I'm not talking about feet-wise. I'm talking about arm-wise.
Not this year he wasn't, but he was good.
Yes, he is. He's better than Lamar.
Lamar was the best quarterback this year.
And where is he at now?
He's at home.
So I won't even brag about him the best quarterback.
But look, Mahomes' ratings went totally down. So it's like, does the Mahomes not deserve MVP because he doesn't have the stats?
I don't think Mahomes is playing for MVP.
No,
he's playing for championships. But
still, we know
who played for MVP.
So if Chicago, if Kansas City doesn't has somebody else, Carson Wentz playing quarterback, you think they win the Super Bowl or get there? No.
My point exactly.
But now you take and say, okay, so the same thing. Burrow didn't do nothing, so no matter who you put at the quarterback, Cincinnati would have done nothing. Lamar, if he didn't play quarterback, Baltimore wouldn't even made it this far.
Exactly.
So because he had a winning season, so it didn't make a difference. Burrow didn't have a winning season, so you could have put anybody there at quarterback. Brownie, the backup quarterback could have been there and done the same thing Burrow did.
I doubt it.
But not with stats.
Doubt it.
But Burrow started off slow, right? If he started off fast, he would have been the best quarterback this year. But he started off slow. Lamar, he stayed on steady pace.
And guess what?
He's sitting at home.
Guess what?
So now the question is:
are you playing for championships or are you playing for MVP? What brings you
championship? Leading the league in passing?
No.
And we know it doesn't. That's right. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Neither Hurts or Mahomes led the league in passing.
Exactly.
And Hurts was hurt most of half the season.
Exactly.
So once again, that ain't even
inconsistencies take you home. Right?
Yeah.
Take you home. Consistency keeps you in the playoffs.
You need a balanced quarterback.
No.
Who can make the plays with his feet and his arms.
No.
And you need a decent defense.
No. You can have that and still lose. You have to have a quarterback with the right mind to make the right decisions. Because Lamar has all the tangibles, he can't make the right decisions. He can't.
Lamar wasn't the reason why they lost. He lost Zay Flowers, so he couldn't throw to Zay Flowers. That was his number one receiver.
Y'all lost by, listen, I'm going to say y'all lost by 2 points. Y'all lost by 2 points because he didn't run the ball.
That's coach. Coach should have made him run the ball.
What did the coach say at halftime?
What did he say?
About Lamar Jackson. When she asked about Lamar Jackson.
I forgot what he said. I know
he said it's on Lamar, right?
Lamar, yeah.
Exactly. So he has nothing to do with Lamar's decision making.
All right, you gotta give you that point.
It's on Lamar Jackson, man.
Well, so that's the same thing with, like I said, Josh Allen. He ran the ball. He threw the ball 3 times at the goal line against Kansas City.
That's on Josh Allen.
Josh Allen should have ran the ball.
It's on these inconsistent. Yeah. Listen, the IQ gets blank on them when it's time to win the game. When it's on the line, the IQ just ain't there. It ain't there. I'm tired of hearing people say,
how many NFL quarterbacks got the IQ of Mahomes? There is nobody but Mahomes.
There was crickets right there, wasn't it?
Jeez, I mean, you talking about the GOAT. I mean, you can't measure every quarterback to the GOAT. That's like trying to measure every player, like you said, to even.
But Bruce, it's like this though.
To LeBron or even
it's like Michael. This though. We know it's like GOATs, right? We know it's GOATs.
Yes.
But then you have those special talents.
Yeah, special.
The Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Curry, special talent.
I'm saying, yes. So those guys figure it out though.
Yeah.
They might not figure out every year, but they're gonna figure out.
Well, Curry most of the time.
Yeah, he figures it out when he has the chance to do it. Yeah. He figures it out. But what I'm saying, his IQ is there when it's time. Right. Normally it's there. What I'm saying is how 8 years that Lamar's been playing, right?
Yeah.
What's the definition of insanity?
Same thing over and over again in the
So stop doing the same. Run the ball, man. That's what got you there. The arm didn't get you there. Let's be real. Let's be real. The arm didn't get him there. Let's be real.
Didn't get him there.
Your feet got you there. Use your feet. Your mama told you to run the ball. You still didn't run the ball. Your own mama told you. And you still don't run the ball. That's why you at home, sitting on the couch with Miles, Burrow, Garrett, and Tomlin. Well, that's why you're at home.
Look, as long as Mahomes is here, it don't matter where he runs the ball or pass the ball. He ain't beat Mahomes, so it don't matter.
But he could have faced Mahomes. That's what I'm saying. Could have
faced them. We saw what happened when they faced. Yeah, it still didn't matter.
He was 1 toe away, wasn't he?
It still don't matter.
He was 1 toe away, wasn't he? 1 toe away. Yeah. Is that you got to be more accurate there, buddy?
I mean, that's the same thing when people played Jordan. It didn't matter.
You right.
Jordan got the ball to the last shot. Boom. It didn't matter.
You right. I've been saying that with Mahomes
for how many years? Same thing with Brady. When you play the GOAT, you got to leave. You got to knock the GOAT out. And the Browns did that, and they still lost when they knocked out Mahomes.
Because we trash. Let's be real. I'm a Browns fan, but let's be real. I mean, we played trash can football.
We did everybody a favor in the NFL. Not the Mahomes out the game. Baker Mayfield, all he had to do was take the Browns down 50 yards, and the game was over.
Partly on him, the other was on Higgins.
He threw the interception.
The other was on Higgins.
Did the fumbles, but
When he fumbled in the end zone. He
had a chance
to made it a touchback.
We had a chance to get rid of the Higgins thing, and Baker Mayfield threw that interception at the 50. But I'm just saying that's the difference between the GOATs and everybody else. They make the plays over and over and over again, year after year.
So I'm gonna give it to LeBron, and I'm gonna bring it to one play. Remember, David Blatt designed a play for them to do, and guess what LeBron said? No, I'm not doing that play.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson got the same. I was saying he could do the same thing, right?
LeBron did that over and over and over again. Took control.
Right, but he made the right play to do it.
He did.
If it's gonna be on me.
That's what makes you the great. You know when to say no.
Exactly.
You know when to say no.
Bruce, man,
you know when to say give it to me.
It's been instances.
Or you know when to pass it to somebody else.
It's been instances that you didn't play games. I'm talking about even non-sports games.
Yeah.
That you like, okay, let me answer this question or let me do this because I know I can do it the best.
Yeah.
I want it because I know I'm gonna do it the best out of everybody in here. So let me take this one.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mahomes and Allen. I just feel like they don't take over when they need to.
I mean, Lamar and Mahomes.
I'm sorry.
Lamar and Allen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Allen and Lamar.
That's right. But we gotta remember that oh, never mind. You're right. That's the difference. That's the difference. They don't take over.
They don't. Need to. They don't. You can't be afraid at the moment. You can't put the game in somebody else's hands.
You can't put the game in somebody. Great ones don't put the game in somebody else's hands. Until they do that.
And I don't want to hear about the Steve Kerr situation because guess what? Jordan already knew Steve Kerr was gonna pop it. He knew he was gonna hit the shot.
Well, once again, you know when to pass it. Jordan knew when to pass it.
Exactly.
He passed to Curry, he passed to Paxson, he passed to Hodges.
Exactly.
And LeBron passed it. Or he took it, and here Mahomes knows what he needs is the same thing. So everybody retooled.
And he knows. Just think about it. Every time Mahomes when he throw the ball to somebody, do he really know they're gonna catch the ball? Let's be realistically. They catch the ball though.
They catch the ball. Well, he practices with it, but it's the same thing with Tom Brady. Brady only need one piece. That was Gronk.
And guess what?
Everybody else.
A lot of his pieces getting open because you're not guarding Schuster and you're not guarding Brown. No. Let's be realistic.
You're not double teaming.
Exactly. You're playing zones.
You're playing zones.
So now Mahomes will kill you.
Now Mahomes gonna get you.
Exactly.
Right.
I think it's more easier for him to throw now, in my opinion.
And we said he didn't even throw to Travis Kelce.
No, he didn't. But I'm saying
Kelce didn't bust a sweat.
I think it's more easier for him now because you don't know who he's throwing it to.
Right.
You don't.
You can't double team him.
Exactly.
You don't know he's gonna go.
And then guess what? Even if you do play man-to-man, he takes off.
Runs 30 yards. He just ran 10. That first down kept the chains moving.
Exactly. So it's an unstoppable process. So look, at the end of the day, stop hating, start celebrating. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
People always want to hate on the GOATs and
enjoy.
The top.
Enjoy. Like I said, enjoy watching greatness in its youth, because most of the time, we're watching them a lot in their prime, or at the 30s,
like mid-30s.
Yeah, I mean, watching LeBron now is like not, it's not the same as watching him when he was younger.
Exactly.
Even though he won't be around too much, it's
not the same.
It's not the same, Yeah.
We understand that he's 40 years old or whatever he is. We understand that
last chance you get to watch a legend.
He's doing things at 40.
Stuff that normal people do.
But he ain't doing things to a 20. You know what I'm saying? Like a 20-year-old.
It's like he even though the Lakers won, that he went to the basket week and did a layup, and before you would just see the round go pow.
Yeah. It ain't the same. We got it.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, well, we glad you enjoyed today's show. And like I said, ain't nothing against the Eagles, ain't nothing against Lamar Jackson, ain't nothing against Burrow. None of the guys. They all good quarterbacks. They all good players.
I look forward to the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be another exciting nail biter like that last one. I enjoyed that Buffalo Kansas City game.
Man, that was a good game.
And that's what I was looking for in the Commanders Eagles, but Commanders kept fumbling the ball.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah. So, but that's all I want to see is a good game, and I'd like to see him slinging it around if that's the case, slinging it around a little bit. But
yeah.
I don't want to see a quick, fast Super Bowl. So we saw the first half was pretty fast with Buffalo.
The Buffalo Chiefs games was fast.
Second half got slowed down. That second half is slowed down.
But that first half was quick.
Yeah, first half
wow. Yeah, real quick. But anyway, real quick, check out Common Creed Trafficking, Common Creed The Epidemic. We got the actual movie coming to Brooklyn, y'all. That's right, March 15th. Brooklyn, baby. We got
Brooklyn, New York, not Brooklyn, Cleveland.
No, not Brooklyn, Cleveland. Brooklyn, BK, New York. So shout out to Norma for helping setting it up. And we're gonna be in the BK, New York, Stewart Cinema Cafe. Can't wait to be there. It's going to be a great experience, and never let people dictate your greatness and your good will and what you do. Don't ever let nobody take that away from you. You put out what you want to put out there. You do what you want to do because it's your energy, it's your thoughts, and it's your dream. So don't never let nobody stop your realities, your dreams, because they all can become realities. Keep pushing. Don't let nobody push they fears upon you. You know what I'm saying? Just because they can't do it, don't mean you could do it. So if you feel you could do something, do it. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Don't let nobody stir you away from what you want to do unless it makes sense. So, like, I want to beat Steven Spielberg in 10 minutes. That's impossible. But you might beat him in due time.
6 degrees of separation.
That's right.
6 people away from meeting everybody you want to meet.
That's right. So there's no rules and regulations when you're an indie filmmaker and when you're doing anything. I just feel like if you follow the rules, you're going to get wrapped up in that kind of stuff. So you just make your own rules and do what you do and put the right people around you and you'll be successful. So shout out to everybody for supporting Tomahawk Entertainment Group, Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation. And thanks for, supporting this since 2009. Legally 2011, but we've been around since 2004. So
yeah, around 2004, started doing the media
2009. Yep. So shout out to everybody, man. We got to get out. We'll see y'all next Monday.
Don't forget that Uncle Freddie's neighborhood.
Yep.
For your kids.
All right, y'all. We out.
Peace.